Have you ever sat in a meeting, watched someone else take credit for something that you drove? Or worse, watched your work get completely overlooked while someone else got the spotlight? You think, do they not see what I'm doing? Am I invisible? Do I really have to spell it out for them? Here's the truth. You don't just have a work problem, you have a perception problem. And no, that's not your fault, because most of us were taught to work hard, stay humble, and let the results speak for themselves. But here's the reality inside of most organizations. Perception is the multiplier. If people don't see your value, it's like it doesn't exist. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that, without becoming that person who brags, oversells, or plays office politics. So let's go. And if you don't know me, my name is Maciej and I built this masterclass combining all my experience in career management. I built step-by-step framework and toolkit to redesign your career around your true value. So subscribe and check the link in the description to unlock it. You'll receive a day-by-day guide to grow your career almost instantly, and I guarantee if you follow it, everyone will notice the value that you bring. So let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but still not getting noticed? You solve the problems, you show up early, you stay late, you crush the deadlines, but when promotion time comes around, it's like your name somehow didn't make the list again. It's not because you are not good, it's because you are not seen. And I'm going to show you why and how to flip that story. This video is about perception and how to shape it intentionally. But before we dive in, we need to revisit the foundation that powers everything we teach in this series, the career equation. If you've been following the Phoenix series, you already know this equation by heart, but today we are going deeper because it directly links to how perception amplifies everything else. So here it is again. Let's break it down. Problem is how hard are the problems that you solve, how difficult they are. Time, how efficiently do you solve them. Style, how well you work with other people, influence and lead. And finally, promotion, how well do you communicate that value. This isn't just some clever formula, it's the reality behind your career progression. If you are solving small problems slowly, alone and in silence, your price, aka your salary and opportunity, stay low. But if you solve big problems quickly with strong collaboration, influence and presence, then promote that value strategically, you exponentially increase your impact and the recognition. And here is the key insight for today. Promotion is that exponential component. It multiplies everything else. You could be solving multi-million-dollar problems, but if no one knows it, it won't move your career forward. Perception doesn't just matter. It multiplies your value. But before we dive into the tactics of shaping perception, let's not forget something critical. Perception can only amplify what actually exists. So let's revisit the product pyramid, the blueprint for how you build career value before you start promoting it. It has 3 levels. It starts with problem solving, your foundational ability to actually do the work, technical execution, reliability, your speed. Then style, that breaks down into collaboration, so how you work with others, your communication, business partnership, your emotional intelligence, and finally leadership, so your ability to inspire, influence and drive impact through other people. So here's the deal. A lot of people try to promote themselves before they've built a solid foundation. They create a brand that has no substance, and that's not strategy, that's fluff. You don't shape perception to fake success. You shape perception to reveal the value you've genuinely built. And the product pyramid ensures that your perception gain is backed by the real substance, real execution, real growth. That's why we refresh both the equation and pyramid here every time, because you can't separate what you do from how you present it. Now let's zoom in on the promotional ladder and specifically the bottom part, perception. The promotional ladder has 3 layers mirroring the product pyramid in strategy. So perception is how you communicate your value internally. Networking, the relationships that you build across and beyond your company. And personal brand, how you show up externally in your industry. Today we are focused on the internal circle, the one that most people skip or underestimate. Let's break down what it really takes to manage perception intentionally, especially with your managers and the key stakeholders. Showcase your results strategically. This is not about bragging, it's about clarity. So let me break it to you. Your manager can read your mind. They don't see 90% of your work unless you show it. So here is your first step. Start simple achievement tracker. Could be a Google document, a spreadsheet, or even a private journal. Every week, log what problem you solved, what action you took, what value it created for the company, and your learnings from it. This is critical. You're not just listing tasks, you're showing impact and growth. And here's the core point though. Even if your job feels repetitive, show how you are automating it, improving it, or freeing up time for higher value work. This log becomes the foundation for your one-to-one updates, your performance reviews, and eventually your personal brand in the future. You start collecting your story, the career story that you're building. Next, let's talk about managing up. This is a superpower most people never learn. Managing up is not a manipulation, it's communication. It's making your manager's job easier by giving him clear insights into your capacity, results, and the progress. It means in practice, being proactive with updates before your manager asks, clarifying your bandwidth and asking for stretch opportunities more strategically, showing that you are not just executing, you are thinking ahead. But here's the nuance. Don't just talk for the sake of talking. Don't flood them with noise and everything that you do. Promote yourself when it supports their agenda, your manager's agenda. Hold back when it only serves yours. That's the emotional intelligence that shows your leadership readiness. Focus on those critical points of difference that you brought. Finally, practice humility, not invisibility. A lot of high performers confuse humility with silence. They don't want to come off as arrogant, so they say nothing. And guess what? That silence is costing them opportunities. Here's the mindset shift though. Arrogance is saying, look how great I am. Strategic visibility is saying, here is the value I delivered and how it connects to our team's success. It's not about shouting at every possibility or sharing all little things you did. It's about alignment, clarity, and credibility. You are not trying to impress, you are trying to inform. And when done well, it's not bragging, it's leadership. So why does all of this matter? Because when you shape perception intentionally, your manager has a proof, not guesswork, when they advocate for you. Leadership starts seeing you as a strategic force, not just a doer. You become top of mind for bigger projects and next level roles. And over time, you document a clear narrative of growth, one that supports your personal brand down the line. Here's the final mindset shift. Perception isn't fake, it's a focus. It's making sure the right people see the right parts of your work in the right way at the right time. And when you manage that well, your career accelerates because the value you create is no longer invisible. If you want step-by-step framework and toolkit to redesign your career around your true value, sign up below. You'll receive a day-by-day guide to grow your career almost instantly. And I guarantee if you follow it, everyone will notice the value that you bring. Check the link in the description to unlock it. So what to do next? Let's make this practical. Revisit your career equation. What problems are you solving right now? Are you solving them fast, with style? Are you promoting the results? Start an achievement tracker or a journal. Document what you solve, how you solved it, and the impact it made. Update it weekly. Even just 10 minutes can change your next 10 months. Use one-to-ones to communicate strategically. Come prepared, use your tracker, show progress, not perfection. Watch your tone, stay grounded, be factual, let the results speak, but make sure someone hears them. Then start small, then scale. Focus on shaping perception inside your internal circle first. That's your foundation. The rest, your brand, your network, this will grow from them. Here's the truth that no one told us growing up. Hard work doesn't always speak for itself. Results don't always get recognized, and promotions don't just happen because you deserve them. They happen when people see the value that you bring. clearly, confidently, and consistently. And that's what shaping perception is all about. It's not fake, it's not political, it's not loud, it's strategic, it's intentional, and it's how real leaders grow. Start tracking, start communicating, and start owning your narrative, because your career deserves to be seen.